Do you know what? Here's what I want to teach my godson. I want to teach him to savour the English language. The English language is amazing and it's being decimated on a daily basis by advertisers, by reality TV shows. We've got to save it. Like the Collins English Dictionary. The Collins English Dictionary put a new word into the dictionary 2 years ago. A word that describes the ability of someone to bounce back from an injury or a setback. Do you know what the word was? Bounce back ability. Now, firstly, there's already a word that describes that. It's resilience. Let's use that more often. Secondly, the only reason it got in was because a sports commentator said if enough people use it, we can put it in the dictionary. That is not an appropriate criteria for a word making it into the dictionary. If it is, then budgie smugglers should be in there. How the hell did you just sign budgie smugglers? And by the way, I'm aware that I make mistakes with the English language as well, and I know this because I was in High Wycombe, just outside of London a few years ago, and I said that exact same sentence I just said to you. I said, I don't think that is an appropriate criteria for a word being in the dictionary. The guy down the front put his hand up and went, it's criterion. I said, I beg your pardon? He said, well, there's only one, so it's a criterion. And I said, mate, that is the best heckle I've ever received. You've just pulled me up on my misuse of the English language in the middle of a routine in which I bemoan the misuse of the English language. And he said, yes, that's irony. Do you know what? If I could put any word into the dictionary, this is the word that I would put in. I would put in the word tummy drumming. Tummy drumming for me is the act of being so happy with life and everything around you, you spontaneously drum your own tummy. Have you ever done that? It's usually blokes that do this, but sometimes ladies do it as well. You're nodding, Louise. Have you seen him do it? You know, you're out with your mates, you're having a good night. Oh, I'm having the best time ever. And I loved it. Not only do you do it when you're happy, it makes you happier as you do it. Everyone in the room, on the count of 3, hands on your tummy. On the count of 3, I want a massive tummy drum. Don't do this if you're pregnant. On the count of 3, I want a room of tummy drumming. 1, 2, 3. Yes, my friends! That's the point of life right there, isn't it? Should be more mad shit like that in the world. You know, Martin Scorsese, the Hollywood director, said he can't find actors to play the roles he's got in movies at the moment because everyone in Hollywood has had so much plastic surgery, no one's got character on their face anymore. What a ridiculous world that is. Firstly, I think there are 2 words associated with plastic surgery that should turn you off it for life. Plastic and surgery. But secondly, why? Why do you want to take the lines off your face? That's the whole point of living. That's how you know you've had a life. Do you know you can't even smile on your passport photo anymore? Did you know I got my passport renewed? I walked in, I sat down in a little photo booth, and the woman said, ready? And I went, yep. She poked her head in and went, sorry, you're not allowed to smile on your passport photo. And I said, why not? She said, because it changes the shape of your face. And then when you go through immigrations at the other end, you'll look different to your photo. I said, well, I'll smile when I go through immigrations. She said, it's a long flight, you might not feel like it. I can't not smile when I have my photo taken. You may as well give me a roll of bubble wrap and go, leave it. And when did it become a bad thing to laugh so hard at something you snorted? And what, you know that laugh you do when you... You should be applauded for doing that. That's basically saying to the world, I'm having so much fun, I just lost my own dignity. I want there to be more character in the world for my godson. And I don't even know what character is. I think if you can define character, you haven't done it justice. I can give you examples of what I think is characterful. My grandmother had character. She was a tiny grandmother. She was this high and she had a big smiley face. She was always laughing. And as she got older, her hearing started to go. But in that funny way that we didn't realise her hearing was starting to go. We just had conversations that didn't make any sense. You know, do you want another sandwich, Nana? Oh, not till Tuesday. We were watching carols by candlelight one Christmas. The whole family were there. The grandparents, the cousins, the uncles and aunties. And Ray Martin came on. He said, coming up after the break, we'll have that classic Christmas carol, Deck the Halls. And my nana just went, well, I've never heard of that. What? She said, that's not a Christmas carol, is it? Well, I think it is, Nana. I've never sung it. You sang it with us last year. No idea what you're talking about. Well, Nan, it's a classic Christmas carol. She went, what? Dick the Horse? We lost our collective shit. We were in tears. She thought there was a horse called Dick that we were about to sing a song about. We laughed for like 15 minutes, at the end of which my Uncle Chris stepped forward and just went, Dick the horse eats lots of lollies, la 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 la. That's the way he gets his jollies, la 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 la. Every year for the next 20 years, whenever it came Christmas time, you ready, Nana? Here we go. Dick the horse eats lots of lollies. Sing it with me. It's the best one in the world. Dick the horse eats lots of lollies, la 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 la. That's the way he gets his jollies. Somewhere my Nana is pissing herself right. And I say somewhere because she did pass away about 5 years ago. And when she did die, my grandfather had to come up to the funeral home and had to be taken around by this lovely lady and make the arrangements. And she said, we need to choose a plaque for the monument when she's cremated. And he went, oh, we'll have that one there. She said, we need to choose a style of writing, a font for the plaque. And he went, oh, we'll have that one. She said, we need to choose what we're going to say on the plaque. He went, loving my wife, loving mother, loving grandmother will be sadly missed. And as he was walking out, she went, oh, you can have a picture on the plaque if you'd like, an engraving of some sort. I have a book of options here. You can have a flower. You can have a bird. You can have a horse. My 85-year-old granddad went, we're having a horse! It makes me laugh no end to know that my grandmother has been cremated and marking her life is a tiny Dick the Horse. That is what character is about.